On Paint?
Yeah.
Paint on the computer?
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Jade, you ready to go live?
Should we?
Yeah.
You want to take a seat first? Or?
Oh, yeah, thank you so much. There, there's the other one. Let me hear some.
Oh boy, it's tangled. There you go.
There we go. Now I can hear. How's it going?
It's going fantastic. How are you?
I love to hear it. What a beautiful energy. Thank you.
It's good, I think.
It's so
A
nice.
little hectic, but it's Halloween, so.
All right, we're about to go live. You ready, Jade?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right.
Scissors.
Do we have scissors? Yeah, listen, your nails are scissors. That's what we do.
My nails are not scissors.
All right, one second.
Anything. Okay, I'm gonna grab one that's open. This one will work.
You know, I'm terrified. I have so many different pages that I'm in charge of. I'm afraid I'm clicking the wrong one.
Yeah.
Like, I'm in charge of an East Friends of Recreation one.
Hello.
Oh, Eminem. Hi, Leah.
Hey, oh, I like your shirt.
Leah showed up. That's very cute. Okay. Work was good. No one else dressed up, Leah.
They're lame.
Your department did? Okay, that's all that matters. Thank you, department. Hey, show Jade your outfit. He's here. There we go. Connect to the
How are you in? Are you working?
I'm
Leah.
good. Working.
Good, hurry.
Not on
Yeah.
weekends. But
yeah. Jade said, hey.
she said, "How are you?" We don't have the audio
Oh.
outside.
It's
because
working.
There's all kinds of issues with the audio right now, but yeah.
All right. We're working on it. It's going
We're
swimmingly.
working on it.
We're for breakfast.
Oh. Is that a bear car?
That's for Mom. Yeah, that's her fritter.
Well, then you go.
Yeah, no problem.
Have a happy Halloween if I don't see you later.
Are you trick or treating? There.
No, sadly not. I think I have outgrown it, and it's a little weird right now with everything going on. But yeah, I will be dressed up. I am dressed up a little now, but I will wear a different costume later. To at least to try and get into the spirit.
Alright, so here's my thing. So we didn't do live yet. Alright, let me get out of this and go back for a second. Alright, so that's happening. If it's on, if it's going through our headphones, will it still record okay?
I think as long as the computer is receiving it, but also, honestly, I'm not totally sure. As long as is this the account that's recording?
Yeah.
And this account can technically hear what we're saying, right?
Yeah,
So
now. Okay. Hey, Jade, say something. Yeah. Alright, you know what? We're just gonna go for it.
Okay.
It looks good, guys.
Thank you. We're trying to get the audio working. Okay. All right. We gotta get this started. We're at that way now.
That's fine.
Okay.
I mean, I've got my phone for the time.
You said this will be a quick one, right? Or a quick-ish one, or
Quick-ish, only because the thing that takes the most time will be, I'm gonna move this over here, will be us waiting for paint to dry, things like that. So the things that need to dry first, we're gonna paint first, and we're just gonna do a little bit of sketching as well. But besides that, I think it should only take like at most 2 hours.
okay.
Hopefully. Oh my god. Even thinking that the other paint session was supposed to only be 3 hours is insane.
Hey,
I mean, we tried it,
we did.
which is why we now know it's insane.
About 5 years ago, back in February, remember?
Fun time, but it was very stressful. Well, it wasn't so stressful in the moment, but it's more stressful afterwards knowing how late it went.
Right. Okay. All right. Let's get started. We're all good to go now.
Okay, cool. So you want to do an introduction and all that now that we're live?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Sure. Hello. I'm gonna take my thing off for a second. So we originally planned this as a whole paint night thing, but we thought it'd be a little more fun to do a smaller, more intimate crafterless live stream for Halloween. Happy Halloween, by the way. So we are going to be doing a Coco painting for the movie Coco for the Day of the Dead. Leanne made a very cool skull design, so she is gonna hook us up with it, and I'll take it over to her.
Yeah. So Coco the movie, a lot of it's inspired by the holiday, the Day of the Dead, which is November 1st to 2nd. And this is the painting that I kind of made inspired by the skulls and decorations that they have in the movie and just the general tradition of it. The Day of the Dead is very celebratory, very festive, and so beautiful, so many amazing colors and designs. So that's what we're going to try to mimic today. And yeah, so let's get started.
All right.
And for frame of reference, I made a little instructional booklet. So for anyone that has paid to join us, or I don't know if you're gonna post this up somewhere later, but
Yeah.
a little Day of the Dead manual with instructions on head shape or different decoration designs. Just a very cute, quick instructional guide, and that's what I will be referencing, but I will also just be teaching my friend here. Oh my god.
I just wanted to make sure one thing was working. I apologize. And we're good. Okay. So
Okay. Wow, the lag.
I also wanted to shout out good friend Joyce Vandross is on with us today. You may have known her from Joy of My Life, famous YouTuber, celebrity like Instagrammer. You
Hey
see
guys.
we have celebrities here for us today. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you.
I'm dead.
Check
I'm
her
messing
out.
with the
Instagram, TikTok, videos. She does everything.
I've
Alright.
tried to, keep the momentum going here. I'm ready to see the sugar skull.
Ooh.
If
And
you
you'll be
see me
joining us on
lagging out,
Paint.
my internet is not doing well today. So just let you guys know, I hear you. I might not just be like physically the video like it's been like for me. I don't know why, but yeah, go
It's
continue.
totally fine.
One word, 2020. Go ahead, Leanne.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So we're first going to start off with sketching, just so we have a general idea of what we will be painting. And I will be putting this, I guess I'm just going to be covering up my canvas right now. But for the completed painting, it's going to look something like this. We're going to have the skull in the middle with a little bit of floral decorations outside and on the inside. So the first thing we're going to do, and I guess the only thing that we're really going to have to sketch out, is the skull itself. So there's different shapes that you can do. You could do a more friendly skull by having like bigger eyes or a bigger head. I don't know how well you can see this. Oh,
The head, is it upside down?
Oh.
Is that important?
It is upside down. So this is one skull, and I have his nose painted in. These are just some sample skulls that I kind of sketched out, and you can see the different proportions. So this one has a bit of a bigger jaw, a wider smile. This one's got a little bit of a asymmetrical eyes. So I think all those traits are pretty cute if you decide to make this for someone. So in the case of if you were to give something like a sugar skull to someone during the Day of the Dead, that's not a morbid thing. Like I said before, it's a celebration of death and life. But that's kind of to resemble that, oh, you're saving a place for them in the afterlife. So if you want to make it for someone and make it to their likeness, you could kind of try and match how they look or the colors that they like. You don't have to. You can make it of yourself, which I may or may not be doing right now. I haven't decided.
Judgment or no comment.
So yeah, we're just gonna go with it. So let's start off by sketching. The sketching might be a little bit difficult to see on camera, so we will be lifting it up. But the main parts you have is you have, I would say, almost like the forehead area, and then you have the jaw portion. So I'm just gonna show Ashley quickly. You can
Ashley. Okay,
choose a head shape.
I would like to choose the mushroom one. That's what I'm gonna go with today.
Okay, so ooh, I froze for a second there. This is the one that she's gonna do, and I think, you know, I might just draw like a cute little skull with, I want to say petal teeth.
Petal teeth. Petal teeth. I'm gonna start calling
Not
you that from
sure
now
what
on.
it
Petal
is.
teeth. All right, let's see.
So I won't be able to. I might change it up. I might just do a very. I like the skulls that I've drawn, but I do want to sketch a new one. So let's just go with it. I'll sketch a different one here, and then when I'm getting into the painting and bits and things, I will be painting a different one. Okay. So, do you need the guide? I will pass you this.
Thank you. I'm gonna.
And we're just gonna start. So we just have a pencil, and we're gonna draw lightly. Ideally, you'll only need the 4 colors that I have here, which is black, yellow, red, and blue. So we have black and 3 primary colors, since you can mix whatever color you want with it. You can also use white if you need to, but the reason why we're sketching the skull out first is so we have an outline, and we ideally won't need white since the canvas already is white.
Okay.
So we're just gonna sketch. And
I was gonna ask that. So if you have a white canvas, you typically just, let it, let the whiteness of the canvas act as another color, and you're painting a call for it.
It depends, because that's definitely a technique that you can use. I don't remember what it's called for the life, but I do love that technique. Because the canvas white is so bright. Sometimes when you put white on top of other paint colors, it won't be as vibrant.
Right.
So I like keeping a little bit of that white if you need it. Sometimes, oh, sorry,
You're
I keep
okay.
pulling on the earbuds if anyone's wondering what's happening. So sometimes you don't need it at all, or a lot of times, but in this case, we're just gonna do it so that it minimizes the amount of paints you need, right? Since we're trying to keep this very, very simple. And you've already got yours drawn up. I haven't even started. I erased what I did, but Ashley can hold up.
I mean, I will.
I'm
not the biggest fan of it. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I figure
Ashley.
No, I'm figuring here. My figuring is skulls aren't perfect, just like people aren't perfect.
Exactly. Skulls are asymmetrical sometimes, a little wonky, and I like the crazy looking ones, the ones that are a little more wacky.
See, there you go, professional artist vindicated me, so thank you. And the reason why I'm having trouble with this canvas is me and depth perception are not the best of friends. There we go. That's how you do it. All right.
So I'm just sketching mine out. I'm using small strokes. I'm sorry, you really can't see what's going on because it's blowing out on the camera.
You know what? This is the first time we have this setup hooked up. So next time when we have it all together and we lower this thing a little bit, we'll be solid. But this is our first time using a painting class setup like you see in the real world out there.
Yeah.
And
So,
she made this whole booklet too. I want to shout that out. Look how cool this looks. Toy designer by day.
Very cool.
thank you. Okay, I'm just about done. I've made my skull a little on the smaller side, which is okay, since we shall be adding in a background and other things. So now we're going to draw in our features once you're done with the skull shape. And I'm just opening up this booklet again. So we've got the eyes, the eye sockets,
Oh, yes.
and I wish I had, okay, let me use this as an example since this is painted in and you can see it a lot better. But the eyes here are asymmetrical, but the sockets themselves are kind of tilted ovals. You can make them bigger if you want. You can make them smaller. They don't have to be ovals.
Right.
In this little guide here, I have tilt it this way, this way, this way. Okay. I have some of them. One of them's angry. One of them's really happy. More of a smiling eyes kind of look. So you can change up the shape. I want to say this is super customizable. All these skulls are going to be different, and I think they should be different because they're supposed to be whatever you want to do. So I'm going to go for some big old eyes so that they can look real confused. And Ashley's just taping up.
You know what? We had an incident earlier. I'm not going to get into, but I'm trying not to repeat again.
If anything happens, just know that something may or may not have fallen on us. We've got a little bit of an edge on the screen.
Okay, there we go. There we go.
So I'm gonna sketch mine out so I can hold it up in a bit.
Eyes really make the skull sometimes, I think.
Yeah. And I should make mine tired. I'm always tired nowadays. I guess this is a skull of me.
Yeah, you see. Sometimes skulls could be literal, so we just gotta go with it.
Oh yeah. So Ashley, what is, as this is a Coco themed painting session, what is your favorite moment from that movie?
Oh my gosh, so many parts. I do, you know what, and this is gonna sound really corny. Well, not corny, it's gonna sound, well, anyways, I'm gonna say it anyways. So, I love food. And Disney has a way of just making food a big part of all the different movies that they do. And the amount of tamales and different foods that they incorporate into this movie and the family way that they kind of bring it all together is really cool to me. So that's one of my favorite parts. I also love the colors that they use in this movie. They're all very vibrant. And like very, just like very bold too, and they reflect the different emotions in the movie. When it's a serious scene, they, you know, do the blue tones. When it's like a happy and feel good scene, there's a lot of yellow and oranges in there. But probably the most favorite one that's kind of funny to me is when the boy Manuel, what's his name? Manuel, yeah,
Maybe?
I think that's his name.
Oh no.
We've seen this movie.
We should
I
have
promise.
reviewed this. We have both seen it. I actually saw it with
Yeah,
her for one of her
we have
birthdays.
witnesses. We've seen this movie. I promise. It's the boy's name escapes me. But anyways, the boy in the movie, the main one.
Oh wait, no, it's Miguel.
Miguel, not Manuel. I apologize.
I know
So
it's started with an
Miguel.
M.
Miguel, when he first goes into like the afterworld kind of portal thing, and he sees all his relatives there, that's a really funny scene to me.
Yeah.
How about you? What's your favorite?
Like you said, it's such a beautiful movie. I think the most memorable scene is when he's first walking on that bridge of marigolds, which I recently learned that marigolds are supposed to kind of attracts the dead.
Ah.
So you place them on the altar and you bring it as the flower of choice
Okay.
to the different gravestones that you visit during the Day of the Dead,
Very cool.
because the vibrant color and the smell of marigolds are supposed to guide the ones who have passed
Right.
into the world of the living, which is really cool. So they have that beautiful bridge just entirely of these marigold petals, and that moment where he's staring up at the world of the dead and all these beautiful, like, I guess I don't know what they'd be called, just towers of houses and colors and lights. I think that's super cool.
If you want to keep going, do your thing. I'm gonna cut you.
Okay, so I've just drawn in the eyes here, and I've also drawn in the nose, which the nose is, for reference, it's a upside down heart, is what I would say, with no points. So the point that a heart would usually have, I would just round it out slightly. And that's what it looks like. And once you're done sketching, this is what we've got to work with. If you, for my skull, I don't think you can really add a smile in since the teeth are down here. But for Ashley's, you can add in that smile, which I'm gonna swap and just swap real bit. I have a few that I can use. I guess I'm cheating. But for the smile, just, you can make it shorter if you want. You can make it smaller or bigger, like these. But for this one, it's just really, you've got that regular smile, and we're just gonna put some cross hatches, just 4 of them, right through there, evenly spaced, to kind of resemble teeth. So yeah, so we've got this started, and now it's time to paint. So you've got to get your paints, or we could try and share.
You know what?
Best.
Pass it this way. I'll try. Well, I mean the paints. I'll try to put some on mine.
So we're gonna use black first, and so you just need the black for now, actually. The other colors will come in.
Okay, how much do you want? Like $1 for something?
Yeah, we don't need, I don't think we need too much, but the type of brush that we're using is a square brush. I don't know sizes, but I would say this is a medium size, not too big, not too small. You really, the first time I did this painting, I think I maybe at most used 2 brushes, both of them square, one medium, one small. But I would say you could get away with just using 1 brush.
Okay, good to know.
As long as you have an edge to do more detail painting, then I think it will be totally fine. Okay, so the first step we want to do is we want to fill in the eye of our skull. And the reason for that is because we will be going back in and adding and painting inside of that area. So we do want to fill it in so it dries quicker than the rest.
We'll put this out here. I have not done this painting before. Some of the things, if Leanne is teaching a class, I'll, do a demo that she's done before, but I have not done this before, so I'm just as excited as everyone else here.
I mean, I know the last class we did, we had tedious testing. Many friends / candidates came over, and we did a time test and everything like that. But this is a much simpler painting. Not to say it's not just as nice, but this is supposed to take less time, and I think overall it'll just be nice and calming. And painting in the eyes, I'm just kind of moving the canvas with me so that I can get a nice curve on that outer edge. And like I said, if you have any pencil marks you want to paint over, you can just do that now. But since we're not using any white, you want to keep the lines nice and clean if you can. It's okay if they're a little wobbly, it just adds more character. but we're trying to keep it clean so that this is what we can work with. And we've got one eye done, and we're just gonna do the other. So you mentioned tamales before, and I know you haven't made them before, but I will say
yes,
they're very fun and easy to make. I would say like one of my college staples, not very common to do, but really easy to do. You just, I would say the ingredients are a little hard to find.
Okay.
So you would need masa flour, which is, I believe, like a ground corn flour.
Okay.
Corn husks, because that's what you see them wrapping it with.
All right.
And traditionally you can use lard, but since I am vegetarian, I usually use a vegetable shortening.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the main thing that you need for tamales. It's honestly, it's a lot of lard, so it's not the most healthy thing to eat.
Now what, you fry your tamale in the lard, or what does the lard have to?
So the lard is kind of a binder for the flour that you use, the masa. And so I just blanked.
Yeah.
So I was thinking of videos that I've seen where people will make huge quantities of tamales, and they'll just have a huge like basin almost.
Yeah.
So that's what it's called. And they'll be mixing all of the masa and lard together in there, and a little bit of seasoning. You just add a little salt sometimes, maybe not even. I haven't made the most traditional version of tamales, so I don't know what exactly is the most traditional, but I definitely, it's definitely very easy to make and very easy to freeze and just keep for a long time. And you can fill it with almost anything.
So what's your traditional then?
I usually fill it with I think it's queso fresco. No, some kind of cheese. It's not manchego. That's the only one I could think of, but I don't think that's the one I use.
You said say queso fresco. Do you use queso? Is that, do you make your own like?
No. Oh no. I'm forgetting, but really any kind of cheese will work. Mexican cheese, you can use cheddar if that's what you have. Just like a nice flavorful cheese, and then you can, I like to add jalapenos, onions, you can shred some mushrooms, and just use whatever you want to eat. Because it's almost like, this is maybe a terrible comparison, but it's like a Hot Pocket. Like you buy whatever flavor you want. Yeah. You have the outside, which instead of that bread, it'll be more like a corn mixture.
Right.
And just fill it how you want it to be filled.
Okay.
And that's it. But I highly suggest that one day you make it as a family activity, or just do it yourself. I would say it's pretty therapeutic wrapping them up.
Nice.
And to cook them, so you would have the corn filling,
yes,
the whatever type of fat you choose to use, a little bit of water, combine it, and that would be the tamale outside. Okay. You just kind of spoon that onto the husks, right, and then put the filling in, wrap it up into a little bundle, and you steam everything.
Oh, okay.
In a big steamer for, I don't even know how long.
That's healthier, because a lot of the other, dishes, they either have to fry it or,
I wouldn't say it's healthier.
Well, steaming is kind of like deep frying it, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, but you don't deep fry a tamale.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's like, okay, so like a taco, right?
Okay.
The tortilla, well, okay, for me, I like the crunchy shells instead of the soft shells personally.
Yeah.
That's just my thing. Or like a quesadilla, you bake it, but the way I do it, it comes out all greasy. So anyways, this sounds like a slightly healthy alternative to some of the other fun Mexican food I've had.
Okay, so I just went back in with a pencil and eraser to erase some of my lines, but you can see here that we've just got the nose and the eyes going on. And next we're going to do the mouth. But Ashley, you want to hold yours up?
Ah, yes. Deception. I'm telling you, we're going to fix this. All right. Okay. Okay. How we doing? No, where'd it go? All right.
You need help?
No.
I wouldn't say I'm much better at this. but-
You got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. I see your voice, your mouth moving. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay.
So next we're going to paint in the mouth, and we're still using our black. You can, if you want, you can use other colors, but I think it has the
Black.
nicest
Okay.
contrast.
Listen, I'm going with you here. You're the teacher. I'll follow your instructions.
So because I'm using a square brush, if we want to go over a little technique, I like to use the very edge of it, having it fairly flat to what line I'm going to paint, and I'm just going to, so it's nice and thin, and I'm just gonna paint that in. And
All right.
follow the curve that I've drawn for the smile that I have.
I know the issue I always end up having. I mess up the lines, and then I end up overcorrecting, and then I end up having a 2-inch wide smile, and I don't need to.
And I would say don't be afraid to move the canvas, because I like painting in one direction a lot.
Yeah.
And so it's easier for me to tilt it that way. I don't have to change the angle of my hand, and I can just go at a similar pace. That's nice and comfortable.
So I know we're in a fun holiday today, but I know that the country might be shifting into something very different over the next few days. So what I suggest to you is that you limit your news intake over the next few days and do something fun and carefree and stress-free like this. So Thanksgiving's coming up, and believe it or not, only in a few weeks, which is terrifying for me a little bit. I didn't realize that the end of the year is happening that fast. But turkeys are fun to draw, especially if you're like me and use the hand method. So
Interesting.
you can do that when like you're a little kid, you hold your hand up and
Oh no, I definitely have.
yeah. So that's what I suggest to you. Paint some turkeys or any other fall thing. Leaves are fun.
Yeah.
Anything like that.
Just paint. I don't paint enough. I like it when I'm doing it. I remember how fun it is
Yeah.
and relaxing, but when I'm not doing it, I will admit sometimes it's the kind of thing where you really gotta sit down, have the paints with
Oh,
you, have
definitely,
the
yeah.
water, the brushes, and an idea in mind. Sometimes you don't always have to start with an idea, but if I know if I don't have one, it's so much harder for me to start doing anything.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, no. It is a process. You're right. You do have to get all your stuff together and really just prep yourself. Because really, you can sit down at a table and paint something for like hours. Really, if you think about it.
For hours, for days.
Man, you can
It can
really
get real long.
you can get into it, man. I don't know. Some of these professional, artists and painters who do these like fantastic pieces of art. I don't know how long it takes them, and I imagine it takes them a very long time.
Oh yeah. So I'm just painting in these little kind of like stitch marks. So you said you were slightly afraid of Thanksgiving.
Slightly, yeah. You know what? I probably should clarify that. I am not afraid of the holiday itself. I love Thanksgiving. It's a great time. It's a different time we're in now.
Yeah.
Who knows what's going to happen in the next few weeks. I mean, I'm always ready for Thanksgiving. I love the food. I'm not a turkey person. I'm more of a ham person. You know what? I don't like the traditional, like, the cranberry sauce, the stuffing, My mom is gonna shoot me, but the collard greens, no, probably not. But I mean, she knows all this already. I like the macaroni and cheese and the green beans. A nice roll. I don't know why the Thanksgiving rolls just hit harder.
A good biscuit. I always love one of those during Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you know, we're gonna be a small group this year, but it's okay. That's still nice.
Yeah.
We'll see how the parade's gonna turn out this year. I don't know what they're doing.
I don't think there is a parade.
Oh, they canceled it?
Oh, I don't know. But I would say to be on the safe side to prevent any people from having any ideas and going in a huge crowded area.
Right.
I think it would be best if maybe they just wait till next year to really celebrate everything again. I know it feels like there's a lot of waiting going on. Everyone's waiting to take a vacation or to celebrate holidays with their families and friends, but it's really the best option at this moment. So unless, of course, if you want, you can have small gatherings and whatnot, but
you can do it safely.
Yeah, even then.
In this instance, I had my air purifier on. I cleansed Lynn, made sure she was good to go before she came up in here.
Yes.
So we're all set. All right, what's the next step, champ?
Okay, so I'm just gonna hold this
Oh,
up.
you have it down now.
Almost. I'm still trying to get the angle a little bit, but here's our cute little skull. All the black accents are done.
Yay!
Hold yours. Did you hold yours up too? I'll help you here. Give this to me. So this is Ashley's, and it's looking pretty cool.
Thank you. I'm trying.
There we go.
It looks
Love
like
it.
that one.
Great.
In the
You guys
movie
look.
where
They look
it's,
great. They look great.
I'll think
Oh
of
no,
it.
we can't hear.
We cannot. I know you're doing great.
They look great. They look great.
Okay, we got a thumbs up.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So next we're going to move into the decorations. So
Okay.
that was pretty quick. So I'm just gonna hold this up again. You can do curls, you can do flowers. This one has like little rosy cheeks and little orange, I guess, like accent marks. I wouldn't say they're wrinkles, though they kind of look a little like wrinkles. Dots, any pattern you want, hearts, stars, whatever you're feeling. You can even, if you wanna, you can paint some candy on there. It's Halloween.
Fun.
You can combine the two holidays, I guess.
Hey, why not?
And this is the manual again, just to, hopefully this isn't too blurry, but just to show. We've got dots, flowers, swirls, droplets, and kind of triangular shapes on there. So just go for it. That's another example. I would say do whatever you want. And because they are all differently shaped, you kind of apply the decorations differently.
Okay.
Like I have a lot of space. Ooh, I could do a nice big mustache because there's a lot of space right here in the middle.
Yeah.
Ashley's not as much space, but she could absolutely do. You can do a smaller mustache if you want. It's up to you.
I was gonna do a woman, but I think a mustache might suit better.
Ashley, don't let me change your ideas. She can do cheeks, flowers. You could do a flower crown if you wanted. You can paint the skull as wearing
Some of
something.
the best women I know have mustaches, so we'll make it work.
So let's just go for it.
Okay.
As I said, many different decorations you can do. It's daunting, but I just gotta start it, and then it's not nearly as bad
So
because
we're
we gotta
doing-
fill this.
Oh, I was good. Okay, so the background is included in the rest of it.
So we're doing the background last.
Oh,
actually.
okay. So just work on this skull right now.
Yep.
Okay.
So the reason for that is we've got our outline, but in case any of the decorations kind of go outside of the skull
Right.
that we've drawn in, we're doing the background afterwards, so it'll cover that area.
Okay.
So nice and simple
Alright, okay, let me get
to
my,
some extent.
um,
So we've got all the primary colors, including, well, orange isn't primary. You can use any color you want. I kind of wanted to stick to primary so it's a little easier for people, though I might sneak in the back of Ashley's huge paint selection and grab a cyan or something like that. But
good luck.
we're just gonna start mixing colors. So I'm gonna mix an orange with the yellow and red, and it's coming out a little more pink, so I may actually grab that orange that we have there. But yeah, a lot of the colors that I liked to use in the illustration and the painting that I just did, they're very bright and vibrant. Like Coco has a lot of bright oranges,
Definitely.
almost like a magenta. They have reds and blues. Also I'm always afraid to say this word because I feel like I say it wrong every time. Alahibre? The animals? The spirit animals. that
I
are
should
in the
have brought
movie.
mine down. I have mine upstairs in my room.
It's okay. Yeah.
Cute
But
little monkey thing. Yeah, okay, let's see.
yeah, the spirit animals, spirit guides in the afterlife, they, in the movie, are glowing with these bright, neon, vibrant colors. We don't have any of those colors here, but you could totally use a more vibrant palette. Also, you could make it, if you have glow-in-the-dark paints, glitter, you know, throw that stuff on if you want, because it'll just make it even more vibrant.
That is true. Can I see your pamphlet, please?
Yes, you can. Yeah. All right. What's the situation on the pamphlet? Are we gonna put that on your website or?
Hey, not my website. It's our website. All right, let's see. Yeah, no, definitely. I have a whole Halloween page on the website, so we'll put all this stuff up there. I'm just trying to get some inspo.
Oh, yeah, lots of different options.
Do you need this also? Do you need to look at what you did before?
No, I'm trying not to, so I can just steer from scratch. I feel like I really want like a cyan color, so I'm gonna check and see if they have anything like
Again, I say good luck. That thing that needs this person up.
that. It's all good. I know my. We've got a nice turquoise. Okay. I wanted, for some reason, I really wanted to do a turquoise mustache, or like a light bright blue. So I'm just gonna squeeze some of that. I mean, that's pretty much just light blue, actually.
I got it, I think.
You got it?
Yeah, so I was just trying to show.
So I am going to switch to the smaller brush, just so I have more control. Or, yeah, smaller brush for now. So let's just paint in that mustache. I'm just gonna paint it on there. And feel free to go out of the lines too. We drew the skull as a template, but it's really just for reference.
Yeah, I'll look at that later.
So do you have any Halloween traditions that you usually like to do? Trick-or-treating, specific snacks, or Halloween movies?
Yeah, I haven't gone trick-or-treating, and I want to say about 10 years. It's been a very long time.
Oh my gosh.
I know. Other than that, though, I do love a good movie. I watched Hocus Pocus yesterday. Very happy about that. Actually, was very proud of myself. I had a great setup last night. So, we had been sent crab cakes earlier this week, and I had some left over. So I made crab nachos.
Wow.
It was very good. So I sat down and I watched my movie and ate that, and then I paused the movie halfway through, and I was going to switch to the sweet stuff. I mentioned on the last, what did we do? On the cookie making on Thursday that instead of like a savory popcorn, I like a sweet popcorn. So I made some popcorn. And I made it all chocolatey. I put some M&Ms in it, and some more kind of chocolate candy, and it was really good. And I finished out my movie. And that's generally what I do. I keep it kind of basic. Lots of candy. In the past, friends and I like gotten together and made like different Halloween cookies and watched movies and stuff. But this year I kept it basic. I sat down here in my office.
Sounds pretty nice though.
And you have an elaborate Halloween plan. What do you usually do?
I mean, I think I used to throw Halloween parties.
You did,
or try
yes.
to, like
They
do
were
Halloween get-togethers. I would decorate the basement with cobwebs and tons of pumpkins and like foam gravestones. And it's not happening this year. I usually didn't have too many people over, but to be on the safe side.
Yeah, she threw some ragers in the past.
These were more like what we're doing now. This is something that we could have done at a Halloween party. It's just some nice crafts, painting, usually a little bit of cooking. Like I know we've made like Halloween themed pizzas or mushroom stuffed peppers or bunch of other things. Pretty much whatever we're in the mood for, but that will just have to wait till next year.
The most active I've been at Halloween, at least in my 20s, was at Rutgers when I was at school. And my roommate on the call today could tell you that I actually been out to parties. There's one party I stayed out till 4 a.m. I shocked myself.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, it was a fun time. It was, and usually I don't like that stuff, but it was a lot of fun. So I do miss that stuff. Okay. I'll make it work. You actually do the mustache. Okay.
Yeah. It's nice and blue. I kind of wish we rewatched the movie so I could remember some of the characters.
I was going to put it some kind of way on here. And I was going to put the movie on in the background, but in order to have the system we have here, I unplugged my TV from the outlet.
That's okay.
We can just keep going around. That was a good one. They've done a few other Pixar movies since then, but that was a fairly recent one.
None too recently.
There was that Outward one or Inward, Onward, whatever it is. I haven't seen that one now.
Oh, did that one come out already?
I think it's on Disney Plus. I don't think they put it out on.
Okay. I see. Out in theaters. Yeah, theaters are a bit of a dying activity. I mean, Ashley knows I never really liked going to the theater. I'd much rather wear pajamas, have unlimited access to my pantry, and watch it on my laptop.
Yeah.
In bed.
Oh yeah.
But I think once in a while, it's not a bad thing if I'm forced into it. So.
The thing about you too is you going to the movies is hysterical because you do treat it like your own living room. You'll bring your own blanket, like a huge blanket. You wear your PJs to the theater.
I want to be when I'm watching a movie. I want to have the most comfort I can possibly have. So I'll wear the closest thing to pajamas that I can get away with in public, which usually is just pajama pants and like a t-shirt. Arguably just pajamas. And don't tell anyone, but I sneak in snacks.
Yeah, listen, we all do.
I've gotten caught though, which annoys me when I used to go to the theater. Now it feels like it's years ago, because it honestly has been. But used to sneak snacks in. And yeah, it is a fun time. I definitely have friends who would celebrate their parties or different events and go to the movie theater and have me tag along. And those were definitely memorable times. Right? But as of now, I I just
You
love
keep it basic. I hear you.
staying at home as one should during this situation. I've always loved staying at home, so now it's a little weirder because it's more like you should stay home rather than like you choosing to stay home. I will say I have been trying to go out a little bit. That sounds weird. Go out as in drive to Target and buy things and then come back. I'm not going out and going to parties or anything like that. But I'm trying to drive more.
Okay.
Because I'm still kind of uncomfortable with driving, but it's gotten a lot better. I think I've gotten better at driving, more comfortable, and it is such a necessity when you live in Jersey.
Oh yeah.
You can't walk anywhere. So.
Yeah, but you take, multiple highways a day just to get to your job. So you've been out there.
Multiple highways.
Hey, you're on 1 and you're on 18, aren't you?
I just stick to 1. 18's too blocked out in the morning.
How do you get to 1 then?
I take riders to 1.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you switched up your thing. I thought you were going riders to 1.
Yeah, but I don't take 18 only because there's too much traffic and it makes me nervous.
I hear that.
So the first reason's more of an excuse, but it is a legitimate reason.
Yes.
I didn't tell you though. I went to the American Dream Mall.
You went to it. How was it?
Have you gone?
No, I've been wanting to go, but I've been holding back. How was it?
I would say I don't recommend it right now.
Oh, it's still crowded?
No, it's not. Well, it just reopened recently. So for anyone that doesn't know, New Jersey has recently reopened a ginormous mall called the American Dream. They have a ton of different experiences inside of the mall, a water park, theme park by Nickelodeon. I think both of them are by Nickelodeon.
Right.
Theme park with roller coasters and different rides, a huge ice skating rink. They have a ski slope, and they have multiple miniature golf places. There's an aquarium in the works. Tons of different activities, and those are just the activities that I can list right now.
Right.
They also have, this sounds like an ad. They have tons of shops, like typical Primark.
They have one? I have to go.
You should have seen, there was a line. I forgot to send you a picture because I took a picture or a
Oh,
video.
yeah.
Elevator upwards to Primark.
Yeah.
They have, a lot of more luxury stores.
Oh,
well, they
okay.
have a Zara. I don't know how luxury that is.
You know what? I don't think I've been in there, but okay. They have a Zara too.
They have a lot of stores are closed right now. That's why I wouldn't recommend anyone go there. Also, I think in the coming weeks too, with Black Friday and everything, like, I don't plan on going out, I think.
Yeah. Oh, that's another one.
So I think it might just be, Ashley and I used to have a tradition of going Black Friday shopping. I mean, maybe something small, but I think this year it's more, everything's going to be more online, which makes sense.
Oh, yes.
But
I'll tell you right now, I have one on my shopping list and get some from an online store. And it'll be delivered to you by UPS or FedEx.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, American Dream. Half of it's open.
Half open.
And worst part, and the main reason why I would say no one should go there, besides the hour and a half it took to drive there, which made me go crazy. I'd never driven that long in my life in one go.
You went. I forgot you mentioned that. Yeah, you drove.
Yeah, I drove. It terrified me. I put off meeting with one of my friends for so long because I was terrified of driving that far. It was okay. I missed a few things.
Okay.
Maybe, but it was fine in the end. And I'm here. So
And you're
fine.
here. This is true.
But back to the worst part of the American Dream. They don't have a food court.
What do you mean they don't have a food court?
Exactly.
What?
a huge mall, and no food court, only 2 places that sell food on Saturday. I was worried about this actually because I like to do a thorough search through everything if I'm going to invite someone to go somewhere.
Right.
And so I researched like where are we gonna eat, since I kind of told my friend, well, they have to have some kind of food court or
Right.
something. And they did not. The one food place they had, which I think was called Chickies, researched it a little. They had like fried cauliflower and hot wings.
Is
And
this Chickies and Pete's, or this is a different place?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
But supposedly on the American Dream website, they said they were open on Saturday.
Right.
And then checking their actual website later, it said that they're closed on Saturday. So mixed information.
Oh,
They were
man.
closed the day that I went with my friend. And so we were forced to eat at one of 2 food places. And these aren't even food places. It was a Dunkin' Donuts and a Cinnabon
Ah!
next to each other. The lines were huge
Oh,
because
no.
these are literally the only places that you can eat at
Right.
in the entire mall. Everyone that goes there, because it's such like a long drive for most people,
Yeah.
they're not going to just go there for half a day. They probably want to eat there, just have
Right.
their whole day there. So there's really no other option. If anyone is out there and they want to make quick money, set up a food place in this mall and sell some real food, because it is so sad.
It's so disappointing.
I mean, Dunkin' I haven't eaten at, no one goes to Dunkin' for a meal. I'm assuming. I'm sorry if you do. But their breakfast sandwich was not bad.
Okay.
For lunch, their breakfast sandwich which was savory food, was okay, and it filled me up until my friend and I left at like 4.
Okay.
So yeah. But a lot of shops are closed. A lot of the changing rooms are closed, which I didn't realize. I hadn't shopped in an actual mall or clothing store in so long.
All right.
When did I go? Was this a week ago? I don't remember. I think this was a week ago. That's the first time I had gone out to do any clothing shopping.
Okay.
And the fitting rooms were closed, which I was kind of annoyed at, but it makes sense.
Yeah.
But then there's the issue that there's no reason for you to shop in store now. Because I'm one of those people that has to try on the clothes before I buy it. I think most people are, right?
Right, definitely.
Because that's the benefit that you get. Like, shopping on Amazon, quick, cheap,
Yeah.
not the highest quality in my opinion, but shopping in store, you can feel the quality, you can try it on and see the fit, and really know that it's a good purchase. If you take that away, you kind of lose any reason to shop in person.
I agree, Joyce. Yes, shopping in stores is the best. You are true.
I agree. It is so nice to see the thing in person, but if it's closed and you can't try it on anymore, it's just totally useless experience.
Amen. I hear that.
Yeah, I didn't buy any clothes that day. I bought some soap, which smelled nice.
Okay, soap is important too.
Yeah, but I would say I think it'll become such a cool place to go to in a year's time. But right now,
Yeah.
it's a little lackluster.
Alrighty.
Yeah. And I'm gonna stop talking as much because I am not painting as I talk. But I'm gonna grab a green. Oh, I just pulled that out of here. But we can't hear anything from
Really
it.
good. You know what? Joyce is muted anyways because we're talking.
Okay.
So we might not need it.
Maybe I'll just
Where-
place that over there.
Yeah.
Okay. Back to painting. So yeah, I guess I'm sorry if I ruined your expectations
About what?
about the American Dream.
No,
Every
no.
time the name is so cheesy too. Malls have been. Ashley and I have had this conversation a million times. Also, this isn't very Halloween themed, but
Listen, it's relevant.
it's just what I have to talk about. Malls have been dying out. I loved going to the mall with friends and just trying stuff on or getting like snacks, and it at a time where when I was younger and I couldn't really go anywhere and I couldn't drive anywhere, like that kind of independence that you could get being dropped off at a mall and just doing whatever you wanted, that was nice. And it's I'm sure it's still nice, but to some extent now it's more like shops are just not as interesting.
Yeah, that is
A
true.
lot of big brands that are just doing the same old thing. I do love a good flea market or craft fair,
Right.
but you definitely can't get that kind of experience in a mall. It's just a lot more, commercial, which that is just what it is.
That's commercial, but I will miss the hustle and bustle of the out there. Not the people. Although they have annoyed me in the past, Black Friday shopping, it's been becoming a tradition over the past few years, so I'm gonna miss that.
I mean, if you're free on Black Friday.
Oh, you don't understand.
We can.
I'm not going there.
No, I was gonna say we should do a Hangouts call
Oh,
And
an
shop.
online shop?
and shop online. at
Ah,
the same
okay.
time.
Okay. All right, cool.
No, I was not gonna say we should
I
go
was about to say, I
outside.
don't want to go, but yeah, okay, that works.
No, just shop online, cause I'm gonna be on Etsy, shopping, not selling.
Okay.
And whatever other brands. I've also, I guess another thing, it kind of is good timing that we're not really going out for Black Friday shopping, is I've been trying to shop more sustainably, and it's okay. It is a little difficult because I don't know too much about sustainable brands. I know about sustainability. I took a class on it before, and the ideas that they have, and that it's important that the work is ethical and everyone's being paid proper wages, and the materials that they use are recyclable or eco-friendly and all this and that. But it is harder to kind of find, if you do have a very specific preference in products and whatnot, it is a little more difficult to find what you like, since there are less brands that are sustainable than not sustainable, of course. But that's kind of the direction that I've been trying to go towards with my shopping habits. I have found a few more sustainable brands, but that also means in a way that you have to buy new things. So of course I'm not throwing anything out because it's not sustainable. I'm just keeping the things that I already have. But yeah. So maybe there'll be some sales on those kinds of things.
I hope so. Sustainability is important. I'm sure to reach out to your congressperson to talk to them about it too. Make that change. Be the change you wish to see in the world. Or something like that.
Okay, so I think we should go back to the Halloween topic because we have
Yes.
gotten
But
so
this is true. Cyber Monday.
Cyber Monday.
That is true.
Sorry, Joyce, I can't read the.
She has very bad eyesight. The Cyber Monday is going to
I
be
do.
insane this year.
They better be, because no one. I hope people aren't going to go out shopping on Black Friday. I know it's going to happen. Like, there is going to be lines regardless. People will be 6 feet apart, ideally, but there's going to still be lines in person.
But yeah, you make a good point. So Halloween. What do you want to talk about?
Huh. Do you have any funny, memorable Halloween stories that you could share? Maybe from childhood or recently? I know you already shared the one about you going out till 4 a.m, which is...
That was a good time. I'm the first to admit that one.
Yeah. It sounds like a fun experience. Before. Kind of.
Actually, you know what? Jade mentioned favorite Halloween movies, and I figure there's something that ties into it.
Yeah.
So my favorite one, it's anything. I love the Disney Channel one. So like the Twitches and Hocus Pocus and Halloween Town, all that fun stuff. I'm really trying to think. What was a really good Halloween? It must have been from college days. It had to have been. Let me think here.
What is the movie where there's like a Halloween fairy godmother? Do you remember that one? Because I'm not saying that's my favorite, but that's the one that I remember the most, was this little girl who loves Halloween, and her brother was very against it. He was kind of bitter about it, saying like, oh, monsters aren't real, but he would prank her and scare her. I don't remember what it was, though.
Is it Halloween Fairy Godmother?
Something like that. That is not the title.
Okay. Sounds cool. I don't know what that one is. But definitely I love Hocus Pocus a lot. Yeah. All right. So you're working on the Halloween Fairy movie. Jade, how about you? What's your favorite? I'm really trying to think. Twitches. Yes, there we go. I caught the tail end of the second one, and it made me want to jump back into it. Have you seen Twitches before?
I have not.
It is a good movie. It's about separated sisters. Not for the scary stuff. I hear that. Oh, funny. Okay, so I saw Halloween in theaters, the newest one. I got tricked into it by a friend and my sister. And there's one part in the movie where the whole audience got into it, and I thought that was funny. But Twitches is about two sisters who were separated at birth, but they have witches kind of powers.
Okay.
And they're brought back together, and then they fight off something evil. And the second movie, they're still together, and they're fighting off something evil. It was good movies, though. It was very feel good, very Disney-like.
Is it a Disney movie?
Yeah, it's a Disney Channel one.
Okay. Let's see. I'm very slow at painting these details. I'm just painting, and this is what I have so far. Just got some flower detailing around the eye, one eye. I will be doing the next one, and a nice blue mustache. I'm not so much for, I do love Halloween movies. I think movie-wise, I just really love watching Nightmare Before Christmas. It's one of those movies that you can just watch between Halloween and Christmas, and it'll be in season pretty much. I love animated, clay animated, cartoon animated, so those movies are very cool.
I saw Nightmare Before Christmas for the first time at your house. This was 2 years ago, I think, back in high school.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that was a Halloween movie. I was like, why are we watching this now?
Really?
I didn't know that.
What?
I thought you guys were nuts, but then you watched the thing, and then I realized, oh, okay, it is a Halloween movie.
Oh, by the title, you didn't realize.
What are you watching this for? But then it makes sense if you think about it. The Nightmare Before Christmas. This is before Christmas.
I would say I do think it leans more into Halloween than it does Christmas. It does have that nice feel-good ending where everyone's happy.
Right.
Spoilers.
Yeah,
Whoops. Yeah, so it has a happy ending with a valuable lesson for the main character. It's almost like a Scrooge McDuck kind of situation. Not McDuck, just Scrooge in general, where this kind of character who wants to change everything to be more the way they want it to be learns that other ways are still okay. But beautiful, beautiful movie. There's a lot of really good clay animated movies that are just good for Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
Like Corpse Bride, Coraline, Frankenweenie. I think
I've
that's the
heard of that one,
movie.
yeah.
I didn't watch that one. Ooh, there was another one. I'm blanking on the name. I might actually make Brandon watch that
What one?
with me later.
Oh, you said the name, you don't remember.
I don't remember the name. Oh no, I really liked it though. Now this is gonna bother me.
What was it about? Help us help you.
Okay, so it is a Halloween-esque movie. It's about, I don't know any names. I'm terrible with names. But it's a main character is a boy in kind of a bit of a small town, and he's a little odd. He can see paranormal
Activity. No?
Paranormal
Activity is a scary movie.
Sorry, let me search this up. I have butchered the name.
Paranorman. Yeah?
I think is that what Jade?
No, this is me guessing.
Oh, I think that might be it. So the boy's name is Norman, and he can see ghosts.
Okay.
And for him, it's the most normal thing in the world. He's kind
Right.
of used to it. But I think I'm forgetting a bit of the plot. I believe in the beginning he kind of avoids it. It's like a little bit of a taboo because
Gotcha.
people think he's weird already, and he
Right.
doesn't want to seem.
He doesn't want to
more
seem.
weird.
Okay, I see. So it sounds like a delightful movie.
But it's Paranorman. You got it right.
Nice.
This is what it is.
Oh, okay, I've seen that.
That is
She's
too
got it down.
blurry.
She's got it down now.
So it's about a boy who he's bullied a bit at school.
Yeah.
and-
Poor boy. Oh man.
But he does have a very faithful friend. But his school is putting on this play, and I need to rewatch this. Somehow they raise the living dead.
Okay.
And the movie kind of revolves around this misconception that monsters and evil
Right.
creatures, zombies and witches, they're all evil. And they're
Right.
bad people,
Okay.
bad spirits. And the movie kind of shows that it's a bit of a misconception, and that I'm sorry, these are more spoilers, that those monsters are actually genuinely nice people or just misunderstood.
Yeah.
And there is one part in the movie that is so sad, where there is this witch girl who isn't accepted and is kind of shunned and seen as evil, and even she also kind of becomes this like evil icon in their town as the worst, as a terrible witch, which is what their school play that they put on during this time is about. So Norman kind of finds out the real reason behind like who she is and why they do the things that they do.
Sounds
So
like
it's
a very nice movie. I gotta tell you.
Yeah, I hope if anyone's watching this and hasn't seen it before, I hope you give it a shot, even though I've kind of given some things away. It is an amazing movie, and of course any clay animated movie has so much character in it with
Yes.
the costumes and just the care that goes into developing that kind of film.
It does. It's just so intricate and so detailed. I give them all the credit in the world. It must take a lot of patience to do.
Yeah. So, did I say my favorite? I did. I really love those kinds of movies. It's hard for me to pick a favorite because can I truly pick one? I don't know. But I would say so far that is kind of the one to beat. Nightmare Before Christmas.
I know you're still decently, but I think I'm done with my skull head. Can I go on
too
to?
slow.
No, you're not slow. I just wanted to see if you're okay if I move on to the background part.
Oh yeah.
Do you have any tips or something? What should I be doing?
Yeah, so I can go through the background with you.
Okay.
Are you sure you're done?
Yeah, I can't think of anything else. I feel like I messed it up too much. I'm gonna leave it alone.
It looks good.
Thank you. I'm not touching it.
Okay.
What do I do?
Fair. So, since Ashley is overachieving,
Hey.
I will just go over the background. So this is the one I chose to do. You don't have to do it like this.
That looks very cool.
But we have the green edge. So whatever accent colors that you used for the skull,
Mm-hmm.
I would say do something that complements it, or whatever, like the opposite color. Complementary
I did a lot of red.
colors. So you did a lot of red. I would say you can do green actually.
Okay.
So I've got the outside, which I painted first actually, with a nice green color, and then I did a bit of blue, and then in the very edge I just used a little bit of black. So you want to start with the lighter colors on the outside and then a darker color on the inside. Okay. So it kind of ties into, because we have these dark black sockets and details on our skull, you kind of want that black color to be in the center as a focus. Okay. So that's what I would say. Perfect. And I can, once it gets to that step, I can add more to the instruction, but Ashley's she's gonna wing it. She's gonna be the teacher for a sec, so watch her as I slowly add more details to
Watch out.
It's funny because I said this was gonna be quick, and you are doing this very quickly, but I am not.
You're a detailed person. Do your thing. We're here. I'm gonna be eating candy for the rest of the day, so you're just doing the inevitable anyways. And she made me a cream puff again. Appreciate it. I made that later too.
That, by the way.
Oh no, I had a big breakfast. It's coming.
Put it in the fridge or something and do it later.
I will put it in the fridge. Can I have the green, please?
Yes.
I'll go fridge this.
I'll say the eyes are done for now. And let's add in. I think I want to do a nice bright red background, so I'm not going to have too many red colors inside of my skull. But let's do some yellow flowers on the cheeks. But I guess Halloween stories.
Like a scary one?
No, no. I mean real life Halloween.
Oh, actual ones.
Oh, could we move the text bar?
Oh, yeah, hold on 1 sec.
I guess I do have one. One year when I was in elementary school, my family decided to go to Nevada and Utah and Las Vegas, like those areas. And so this was during kind of a fall recess that we usually had when we were in school. And I was so upset because that was the first time I was going to miss trick-or-treating ever.
Oh, okay.
I was devastated. And I mean, I love Halloween for the candy, but I think the reason I like it the most is for dressing up, the costume. You can be whatever you want to be. You can also just choose to be yourself. It doesn't matter.
Can you really? Is that an option?
I would say you can, but you won't get as much candy.
There you go.
So that was the first time, and I think I tried to fight my parents on it, but I couldn't have been older than 12 at the time. So it wasn't going to do anything. But on the day of Halloween, it was a very un-Halloween-like experience. we were driving through, I think it's called Death Valley.
Hey.
Okay, so a little Halloween themed, I guess. Nothing happened to us, but it was the most monotonous road.
Okay.
Just the longest stretch of nothing. Just desert and just a very, very straight road. I don't even remember where we're driving, because a lot of the times when my dad's driving us somewhere in the car on vacation,
Right.
I have no idea what's going on. But there was this one tiny shack in the middle of nowhere,
Uh-oh.
a beef jerky shack. And he saved Halloween for us that day because he was giving out these giant popcorn balls for
Aw.
Halloween.
Nice.
And I didn't expect to get any candy that day. I mean, I
Right.
was, to me, being the dramatic, I don't know, like 12-year-old that I was like, Halloween is dead. It's gone. We can't do it. Nothing's gonna happen. But that nice, kind old beef jerky shop owner
Yeah.
had these popcorn balls out for, I guess, anyone that passed by. So we got them, and they were by far one of the coolest snacks that I'd ever gotten during Halloween.
Huh.
And I still remember that Halloween now. Now it's not as sad.
That's awesome. Huh.
Yeah. So yeah, I haven't, honestly, I don't think I've had one since then. And to be honest, also, it did not taste great. It was kind of bad. It's more for looks. Like, a popcorn ball is a very flashy thing to give out
Right.
for Halloween. Very impressive if you're trading with friends as a kid.
Right.
But to actually eat it, it's kind of hard and kind of stale. And
I was gonna try to. I was
great.
gonna ask you, how in the world you just bite into it and it kind of breaks apart like a Rice Krispie? Like, how the heck?
yeah, so it's like a very hard Rice Krispie ball.
Mm.
But instead of Rice Krispies, it's popcorn.
Oh,
But I mean, the thought behind it is still remembered today. So
well. Right.
Thank you.
Nice.
random stranger who may or may not still be in, I think this was Nevada. I could be
Oh.
wrong. Yeah, so that was a not so Halloweenish Halloween story.
Nice.
I guess I have just Halloween memories. I used to dress up as Sleeping Beauty so often when I was in elementary. She was my favorite princess because the color was pink. I loved pink. That was the reason. Yeah. That was really the main reason why I liked her the most. Had anyone else had a pink dress, I probably would have loved them too.
Yeah.
But I would. Ooh, it got a little darker.
It did. That happened. Yeah.
But I would have the dress, never the wig. I always thought the wig was a weird thing to wear. Also because the costume wigs are terrible. If you're gonna do a wig, just get an actual wig on Amazon. You know, there's some not terrible ones on for
Right.
maybe $20. But yeah, terrible wigs. But I would just go into class dressed as Sleeping Beauty year after year after year until I think 5th grade, when I finally decided to do something else.
Yeah, Sleeping Beauty. I'm trying to think. I usually went with easy things when I was going trick or treating. My mom is a very, very sensible shopper.
Mhm.
And Halloween, and I'm sure you know this, the costumes in Halloween
yeah.
stores, there are such a racket sometimes the prices. So I would do maybe even like a black cap with I'll get the ears and I'll get the tail and I'll just wear like black all on the black. You know what's funny about me? I don't think you know this. I have a whole bag of leftover costume props that I collected over the years.
Really?
It's in a bag. So I have a witch hat. I have a couple pairs of devil horns and a devil tail. I have some cat ears. I have the Zorro mask that you saw on the top of my head. Yeah, stuff like that. So I can pull out a costume if need be. Kind of anything.
Wow.
Yeah.
I also actually have a Halloween stash, though
You
I
have a
think
stash?
I think you kind of knew, maybe.
I mean, knowing you, I probably figured it. You have a stash though, or like what's in it?
I think one of the Halloween parties that I had, I just tried to have spare things so people could wear,
Okay.
because I don't mind if people don't come in costume, but you know, just throw a little something on, like a headband or a mask, and
Right.
it just makes it feel more festive.
Definitely.
But I think I had like rabbit ears. I think I also had a fancy, not a witch hat. It was just like a fancy weird hat,
All right.
and cape in there. For the longest time, I've been making costumes too.
Mm-hmm.
So I know when I was younger, my mom would just buy a costume because that was easier. But now, but once I could start making things on my own, I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna make my costume every year.
Yeah.
So I haven't bought a costume in the
Right.
longest time, honestly.
Right.
But whatever old Halloween props that I made, so like horns, or I think I had a pirate hat in there somewhere, and I'm trying to think of what else might have been in there. Yeah, just Halloween-esque things.
Right.
And it's ironic that I still dress up and love doing Halloween things. My brothers have outgrown it so quick. It makes me kind of sad because I wish I had someone. My mom does. She loves Halloween, but in a different way.
Okay.
Because, of course, when she started celebrating Halloween, which was more after we were born, after she had me and my brothers, it was more like, oh, she, I think, had the title of giving out the best candy in the neighborhood,
Okay.
which she loves to brag about during this time of year still. I think maybe one or two people said it, but she has kept that title. And I do think she's right. I do think she picks out the best candy. I mean, it almost makes trick-or-treating in my neighborhood kind of obsolete because I have the best candy at home. But that being said,
what do you guys pass out?
let's see. I know before, in previous years, she would go to Costco and pick out some crazy stuff. So things like, what was there? Like gummy eyeballs or like gummy vampire teeth. I think also the Krabby Patties.
Oh, that's funny.
Those gummies, which I loved. She would sometimes bake stuff and give them out, like cookies or brownies, I think. And also, if you knew us on like a friend or personal level, or one of our neighbors, and she recognized you, there was always our candy basket, which had 2 tiers on it, or kind of like 3 tiers almost. There was the bottom tier, which was generic okay candy. We never gave out bad candy. We never gave out raisins. And then there would be the middle tier, which would have like better candy than the first tier. And then the top tier we had, if she knew who you were, she would give you the best candy that we had, which was like fancy Asian candy that you wouldn't probably get from other houses, different little toys and knickknacks that we saved from Comic-Con, or like little freebies that we've gotten. So if you knew us, you had some perks if you stopped by our house for Halloween. Just saying. Not happening so much this year. I don't think we're giving out any candy, sadly. We have some, but I don't know if we're giving it out.
I was about to say, I may have to venture over to the Young's house today, just to see what the deal is. I didn't know this was a thing.
It
All the
was,
system
yeah.
held up. Okay. Wow.
So maybe next year.
Here we
Maybe
go.
next year. We don't have much planned this year, but you know.
Oh, no, cool.
But I think that's all the Halloween stories I have.
You know, it's funny too, the Halloween candy. So my dad is the one to give, like, you know, the heavy-handed stuff. So he'll give like 2 big fistfuls of candy out to trick-or-treaters. My mom's more like, okay, get a few pieces here and there because these are little kids he's done with. And my dad will literally
just grab it.
grab it
drop
and go. His theory is the faster you give it away, the faster he can turn the lights off and say, we're not home.
That is true to some extent. Though
Yeah.
that never happens at my house because my mom will buy bags and bags of candy. And we've gotten less and less trick-or-treaters every year. But regardless, she will buy extra candy in case we run out. That is her fear at Halloween, is that we run out. So yeah, we've always had leftover. And
leftover.
if you're getting bottom tier candy, that candy's probably from a year ago.
Oh boy.
Oh.
So if someone who knows you is seeing this and they realize that in the past they have maybe not gotten the best candy in the world.
If they know me, I'm sure they at least got middle tier candy.
Okay. All right.
At least. I truly believe that's the case.
All right.
Okay, am I done with decorations? I would like to check the pamphlet and see if there's any other things. So I've done a little bit of eyebrows here. I've got that mustache and green flower eyes with more yellow flowers on the cheeks. Yeah, I think I just want to do some dots down here and then I will be done with the decorations. So yeah. Just gonna but I do think Halloween is one of my favorite holidays. It's gotten less and less festive, but I still do think it is such a fun thing to do.
Definitely. I feel like for me, it kicks off just the holiday season. I know it's not, considered in the November or December holidays, but it starts it off. It's the end of October, November's around the corner.
Yeah.
Last 2 months of the year are coming. It's daylight savings is tomorrow, so make sure to set your clock back.
I did not realize it was tomorrow.
Yes, you get an extra hour of sleep. This is good news.
I need it. I've been having trouble sleeping.
Oh boy, yeah. So, in case, if you're watching out there, remember, set your clocks back tonight. Have an extra hour that, depending on how everything's going with you, that may be a good thing, might be a bad thing. But see it as an opportunity. My room has been a dumping ground for the past, 3 weeks now, so I'm going to take that extra hour as an opportunity to clean it up. And I feel I haven't lost an hour, so there we go.
Very nice. I also have the same exact problem. I have been making costumes for myself and numerous stuffed animals of which I own.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, saying it's a little sad.
No,
but I loved it. I loved it. I
enjoyed.
enjoyed all of it. I regret nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my room looks just like natural disaster occurred, and I had never touched it since.
Yes.
There's fabric, foam. I'm pretty sure I got hot glue on the carpet.
Oh boy.
All kinds of things just stuck to the floor. I have to clean it, and I have to do some other chores this weekend, which is never fun, but always refreshing when you finish.
Oh yeah, definitely. Same with me. I've gotten into this bad habit of doing laundry and then letting it sit either in the dryer or just in my laundry basket for like a couple weeks, and then eventually getting to it. But that point, I have to wash everything again because it starts to smell like room and it's all wrinkly and stuff.
I do the same thing, though. For me, it's a week max, because if it's any longer, then it's just gonna, like, we have to bring the basket back downstairs to do another load of laundry. So we're kind of forced to do
That's my
it
thing.
again.
There's no accountability. You have to be self-accountable with your own laundry at my house. So, like, your own basket, all that stuff. So, if you don't get it together, you're just not gonna have laundry. And you know, it's the sad part is I'll go into my laundry basket or, you know, the bag or whatever and just pick out the clean clothes that I need from that basket.
I do that too. I can't say anything because I do that exact same thing. I did it this morning. I was like, I need another sock and I don't have any more. Just grab it from the bin of laundry that I did, and and just go about my day and ignore the laundry until later.
I'm telling you.
But it will get done this weekend. I did a load this morning, but it still has to be folded, which is my least favorite part about laundry. And you really should do it first. But I never do.
Me neither.
I need one more thing in here.
You said we're supposed to, I'll hold the thing up in a second. You said we're supposed to,
I think I'm gonna start doing the background and kind of, I started lifting mine up too.
I got it. All right. So you said you're supposed to outline it more in black. I outlined it in black, but it's supposed to the black.
You can do as much as you want. I think in the example I have it kind of fading.
Fading. Okay. All right. I can do that.
But it is up to you. So just so the sockets make more sense.
Gotcha.
So I am now going to finally get to the background. Oh gosh, it's already 4.
Is it? I apologize. Darn, kids. Let's see. Jade, you still with us? How are you doing?
Feel free to leave if this is taking too long.
We've been some chatty people today, but it's been a great catch up.
Yeah. So I'll just go over a little bit of what I'm doing. I'm just painting the outer edge my background color, and I'm going to have it going from red to orange and hopefully to black. We'll see what it looks like. But I'm adding a little bit of water so that it's a little easier to spread the paint, because especially if you've left the paint on the palette for a little bit, it gets dry and a little thicker. So that's why I'm doing that. Yeah. Ashley's already almost done with her background.
I am. This has been a lot of fun. I gotta tell you, so easy to do. You called it so just simple and just, stress free. I'm having a lot of fun.
And so much easier to do than the last one that we did.
It's true, although it came out really professional.
Yeah, but definitely
a lot
easier.
Yes. This is great. This is awesome.
So much easier.
If you want to see the pictures from the fundraiser, you go to our website. We have a whole page dedicated to it. You'll see all the fun stuff. A lot of blooper pictures too. A lot of blooper pictures too, which is not about you.
Okay, I didn't know about the blooper pictures.
The participants, you were just a whole handful of fun.
Yeah. And when all the world stuff is more sorted out, we plan on doing more events like that. Though right now it's more focused on digital meetings, of course. So if anyone is interested in checking out the page and signing up for events, I think we're hoping to do something for the holiday. We haven't quite planned it yet, but yeah, it's in the works. It's been thought about.
Yes, definitely. Holiday season. It's like November. November just goes pretty fast, in my opinion, and then December hits, and it's like the longest month because at work, anyways, for me, I don't have a lot of days off between like the Thanksgiving break Every Christmas break is just a straight, you know, straight through like 6 weeks or whatever the time is.
Yeah, I have a little bit of days off, but it's not nearly as much as it was before.
But I guess, I mean, in a way, it kind of goes fast, because then you have to do all your shopping and your preparations and eating. And
So I'll just quickly go over. I've painted the orange in, and I'm just kind of blending it in. You can blend it by putting your paintbrush half on the red, half on the orange. Just keep going back and forth. I like how this is at points very informal, and then at other points very informative.
yes.
It's fine.
No, it's all good, you know?
I might actually, just for time's sake, might leave it more of a blended background, though you can do more accents. The accents, though, are kind of added after the paint of the background is dried.
Right.
So, yeah. But this is, I mean, I feel like this is a very good basis. You can easily decorate this more or less if you'd like, and just keep going with it, because, you know,
Yeah.
it's whatever you've painted, it's your creation,
Definitely.
and it can change as much as you like.
You can take a lot more liberties with this painting than some of the other ones you've done. So whatever moves you, go for it.
I'm just gonna bring the orange all the way to the skull. And mine's a little harder to paint around with the mustache, but we're just gonna
With the mustache. Oh my
paint
gosh.
around it.
Fantastic. You know what a good story is? I'm just bringing this up now.
Watch.
I just thought about it. Usually, in the past, I've gone to Fright Fest at
Oh yeah,
Six Flags. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've gone to that in a few years, in the past. And I haven't gone this year.
Are they still having it?
They changed it around. It's not Fright Fest anymore. It's Halloween Fest. I think because
Oh,
they're
because they
not.
can't quite get close to anyone.
I mean, they said they're still going to scare, but it's not going to be the same.
Yeah.
As before, so I think they had to switch it around a little bit. But yeah, I remember the first time, and going back to, I guess, the driving thing, I remember I drove to Six Flags by myself with my friends in the car at night. I'm not the best night driver. And, but it ended up okay. And that was my first, real vindication that, okay, I could actually, drive a little bit. It's not that bad.
It's interesting how I have a lot of friends that are not a fan of driving, which is funny because I know people that love driving.
Yeah.
They love the freedom of it. You can go where you want. You don't have to have someone else be there to take you places, which is amazing. And, when you're more of an adult age, it makes more sense that you're driving yourself places. But it is just so scary.
I do, yeah.
Of things that scare us. Driving is one of them.
Oh my gosh,
But yeah, it's just something about it.
something about it.
Very scary. I do love the blend that you have.
Thank you. Yeah, I copied your thing. Nice work.
I know. Because mine is looking very one-toned on the camera, so I'm actually just gonna outline mine with a bit of dark blue to make it stand out. So the skull shape will really pop more.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna keep eating your example and maybe put a few of those lines on there.
Yeah. So if you need the examples here. And I'm totally going off of my example. I kind because when I do one thing, sometimes I tend to just copy it over and over, and it gets worse.
Right.
So I wanted to try doing something else, just a little different, still the same idea. I do think my example is a little more detailed, but
I like both. I love the colors on this. It's very Coco themed. They both are.
yeah,
Very vibrant, very,
just sticking to the more primary colors, I think that really helps
yes.
get a more festive look to the painting.
Right.
And we're just gonna trace the skull. So how do you think you'll finish off your Halloween today? I know you said you're gonna watch some things,
Yes.
eat some candy.
Watch some things, eat some candy. I'll look outside to see what the status is. I don't think my family is fully committed to whether or not we're doing anything, passing out candy-wise, so I'll check in the house. And you know what we might actually watch as a family, or at least me and my parents? There's a movie called Bad Hair, I think. It's on Hulu. It's supposed to be like a satirical, like, horror film for Halloween, so I might check that out. And if it's too scary, I'll come down here and I'll watch Coco, because that's what I'm doing now. And what do you say? Remind me, what are you finishing up the day with?
So I have a call with a few people, though I don't know what they're doing.
Okay.
I think they wanted to do a scary game, of which I said I may or may not take part in, because I do not like being scared. But besides that, Brandon, oh gosh,
We're okay. We're okay. Continue, please.
My brother and I, we were going to watch Gravity Falls. They have a Halloween episode, though it's not, ironically, it's in summer. They call it Summerween, which is very cute. Though that's one of our favorite cartoon shows that we like to watch together. And we were planning on watching that. And I got a game. It's not a scary game. I wouldn't have gotten it if it was. It's called Jenny LeClue. I don't know too much about it, but it's somewhat of a mystery detective game. And I'm hoping it has a little bit of a, like, fall Halloween-esque feel.
Ooh, okay.
I'm not sure right now. So I've been saving it, and I'll be playing it later and see if it's right for the kind of occasion.
Okay.
Also, Animal Crossing.
Nice.
They are celebrating Halloween in the game. That game is super popular right now, but it has truly been one of my favorite games since I was 5 years old.
Okay.
I tend to celebrate a lot of holidays in that video game. Oh, yeah, but it's just very cute. I think they have a Halloween leader named Jack, like Jack from Nightmare Before Christmas. But I think for legal purposes, they would say no affiliation. And I can't wait to see what it's like. I think it'll be a quick thing, though. So, okay, that's it. And also, I think when I get home, I want to change into, like, a proper Halloween costume. Right now, I'm wearing my bone sweater. I guess you can kind of see that in both cameras. But I did make fairy wings for Halloween. I just thinking about what I was going to have to do today and probably like moving back and forth and not too much space. I didn't want to wear something that was going to impede on my movement. So, yeah. Woo! Ashley, that looks really cool. I like that the shape of the shadow behind it's almost kind of coffin-y.
Yes, thank you. I was going to that.
Nice.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
Okay, let's try this one last time, because, okay, all right, I got this.
I think as a finishing touch, I'm just going to add some quick flowers down here. More like, yeah, just some flowers. I don't want this to run too long. I did tell Brandon I was going to be back around, well, by 4, but it's fine. He knows I'm usually late. He knows I'm usually late, so it's okay.
Yeah, no, we are about done here. Leanne's gonna make the finishing touches on hers.
And for anyone that is interested in these craft sessions, we will have a better angle
We will, yes.
in the future. We just kind of, with the limited time that we had and the first kind of go around with this new perspective, we didn't quite have enough time to test the distance for the camera. So
That's
next
true.
time, it will be better.
Yes. Now
Though this is good for the first, for what I was expecting. This is good, I think.
and I think, you know what, I think it looks good too. And thank you, Joyce G, who said our skull looked great. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
you.
We'd love to see yours too. If you don't want to put it on camera, at least text me a picture of it. I want to see it.
If you made one, let us know.
Yes, we'd love to see. And I'm sure it came out fantastic. You think she's good with a paintbrush? Just see if she could do it her face, because she does makeup like no one I've ever seen before. Check out her videos. Learn all the fun stuff. That's what we call a plug.
Yes. Okay. Added a few flowers, a
Ah,
few vines, and things.
so nice.
I think I'm painting my mask that I have sitting on the side.
Oh, boy.
It's okay. I have more at home. I have so many. Actually, the background is almost dry, which I'm surprised by, but I mean, it works for me. I'm gonna switch to a smaller brush. Is there anywhere where people can leave feedback?
Yes, they can leave it on this either. I haven't even checked. I'll look right now to see if any on Facebook. We will put this on our website, pictures of our finished product. And we have to work out a few kinks, but assuming everything works out okay, we will put either an abbreviated version of this video or something like it on the website too. So check it out. Let us know what you think. You could email us to info@fb2h.org. We are here for your stuff. We'd love to hear everything.
Yeah, so any feedback that anyone has, tips on improving our setup, because the setups could use a little work, and just general topics.
Yes.
The teaching, or things that you want to see in the future, because I think, yeah, both of us, we've done so many different crafts.
Yes.
So we'd be open to teaching other things.
Absolutely. Yeah, let us know. We'd be happy to accommodate and make it better. That's what we're here for.
I'm almost done.
Believe it or not, we're coming under 2 hours for the live stream itself. So it's only 1 hour and 47 minutes.
Woo!
So really, you made your deadline. You beat it, in fact.
Couldn't have asked for more. Is that it for our live stream?
That is it. I was waiting for you to
To finish.
do your final thing. I didn't want to.
Okay.
I didn't want to say bye.
I'm almost done. It is so close. I'm just adding in the last bit of detailing.
But otherwise, yeah, we're let me see. Should we think of any plugs for this month? I mean, this is the last month of October, so we're done. We did 100 donations in September and 100 donations this month. And we're gonna round it out for November and make it a wrap on the Art Kids Donate-a-thon. So
Woo.
yeah, it was a push. I didn't realize how, what, little secret. I wanted to do 500, but I got talked down. So, and I'm so glad for that too, because 300 is no joke, let me tell you. But yeah.
But you've been working really hard on it.
I've had a lot of help. I've had a really good team.
Not that much help. She's done most everything.
It's been, October's been chock full, I'll say that much. But it's been a lot of fun this month. And then next month we'll be back for more stuff. We have a live stream. I think we are doing one live thing for November on November 21st. So hop on, we'll do our usual chat and painting or crafting, whatever the thing is. And yeah, I think that's about all we have here. I'm gonna let Leanne make her last few dots. I want to thank our good friend Joyce who hopped on today. Thank you. Can't wait to see what your skull came out with. Or how it came out. I can't speak anymore.
It's been too long.
It's been too long. And yeah, very nice job,
Woo.
Leanne. Great job on this class.
Details here. Here it is. The
There you
finished product.
Very nice.
Skulls, a little bit of flowers on the edge with swirls. I love the mustache. And Ashley's, which I think she held up already, but her finished product.
Yeah, thank you.
Finished product, cute little hearts on the cheeks and the
Thank you,
chin,
thank you.
and some cool, crazy looking eyelashes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so these are our finished pieces. These are all, vastly different. I didn't even add a little, oh no.
What?
I didn't add, I would say the soul of the skull, which you just add a little bit of like an eyeball.
The soul of the skull. I love it.
So it's almost like it's lit up from the inside. There we go. Now he's finished. He's got those pupils in. But they're all totally different. The pamphlet will be up somewhere.
It will be up soon.
And if you try this out, just have fun. Don't stress out too much about it. It doesn't take too long if you're not talking all the time like we are. And just, yeah, send us your creations somehow. I guess to From Brush to Heart on Instagram.
Look at you. Go for it.
Gmail.
Yes. Keep going. What else?
I don't know.
Facebook.
Facebook.
What else? Yeah, Twitter. I bet we use it. All that fun stuff. Look us up. It's on our website, FromBrushToHeart.org.
Yeah.
And send it to us. We want to see.
And for anyone that may or may not have joined us, because I don't know where the number is, if there is anyone here, thanks for hanging out with us on Halloween Day. It didn't feel that festive this morning, but I will say now that I've painted a skull, it feels more like Halloween.
Definitely.
Should feel.
Definitely. All right, well,
And that is it.
We're gonna say sayonara and get off alive. Have a happy and safe Halloween. Just be safe and be smart out there. That's all we can say. Eat candy, watch movies, dress up, and all that fun stuff. And we'll see you in November.
Goodbye.
Oh, we do this every time. All right, we're gonna figure this out. Hold on.
Okay.
There we go. And adios. Okay.
Woo.
All right.
It's done.
Yeah,
Joyce,
done.
if you're still there.
Jay, come back to us. Great class. Thank you for participating. We appreciate it.
Too bad our one paying customer can be here, but it's okay.
You know what? He emailed, and he's gonna be okay with the recording. So we're gonna send him the recording.
Okay.
He did pay $5. We should probably send him something.
Yeah.
And
And the pamphlet, PDF, and everything like that.
yeah, you didn't miss our closing that much. You talked about our closing. So you had to do something. You didn't miss
That's
much.
okay.
I gotta tell you. We just said Happy Halloween.
Yeah.
But we finished. We did our thing.
Here's our
Okay.
paintings.
There you go.
the two of them. This is Ashley.
Yes.
This is mine.
Yes.
They're both very wacky. I
Yes,
think they're
yes,
cool
yes.
though.
They're cool, they're wacky, and they're a lot of fun. We're gonna shut this down because she has to go. She's late for her brother.
I gotta go back and hang out with my bro for Halloween. Oh gosh, I might have gotten paint on.
There's
Well,
paint on everything. All right.
But to be fair, you also got chocolate on stuff.
You know what? Yeah, everyone's got stuff to say. All right, Jade, I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Thanks again for coming. We appreciate it.
Okay. Do you mind if I leave the cleanup to you?
Now, I got it. You don't know where stuff goes anyways.
Yeah, that is very true. I didn't get any paint on my mask. I kept looking at it in the dark thinking it was a towel, a paper towel. So, okay. Hey, look at this. You got more templates.
Yay!
If you want to do more skull painting, I'm going to leave these with you because I can draw more. And, oh, I like this one more. Of the two that I've done,